I love you. What is up, guys? Welcome to another video, and today we are back on STuner. You guys seem to really enjoy the first episode of this, so we're going to see if we can try and get a bit of a mini-series going about this. Today, the whole theme of today's video is a Too Fast, Too Furious theme. If you have a theme that you want to kind of recommend for a future video, let me know down in the comment section down below. Obviously, last time we did the Ultimate Need for Speed boss. Today, we're going to do kind of like a Too Fast, Too Furious type car. So I don't really know what to go for, to be honest. I'm thinking maybe an NSX, maybe like an R34. Obviously, Tej had a Louis Vuitton NSX, and then we all know the Too Fast, Too Furious R34 was all pretty iconic. Let's do an NSX. I don't think I've ever seen a ridiculously stanced with like big rims like NSX. I don't think I've ever seen that. So let's go ahead and modify one of these. Now, most people would think that there's not going to be many parts on STuner, but I've got a funny feeling that there's actually going to be quite a few. So I'm going to be looking over here because that's where my screen is. So apologies, I'm not looking into your eyes. Right, so roof and rear. So we've got the hard top, which is the hard top. Got a race thing, which I think makes it a bit wider at the rear. A Targa rear, which I actually might go with. And a wagon one? Huh? That is very weird. I don't know how I feel about that. Right, we're going to go for the Targa one anyway. Because I think that looks pretty goddamn cool. Obviously, the NSX, I believe, had a Targa version. All the fenders look weird. I've just scrolled through all of them, and they all look like just a bit weird, really. Now, back in the day, Too Fast, Too Furious, everything was outrageous. That's kind of the theme we're going with today. Everything was outrageous. It was outlandish. So we're not going to go for like a normal hood here, because we could go for a normal hood. We're going to go for something a bit more mad. So we're going to go for something like this one. Right, front bars. So the front bumper. Now, again, Too Fast, Too Furious, everything was outrageous, everything was different. We could go for a Rocket Bunny thing, but I feel like that's more of like the modern age customization. We're going to go for something which isn't particularly wide. Something like that would actually work pretty well. I think like the race bumper. You know what? Let's go for that BN Sports bumper. I don't remember a lot of cars being that awfully wide back in the day. I just remember them having really just weird bumpers. That's not really a weird bumper, but I feel like it suits the car relatively well. Headlights. Have we got? Because we've got the choice of the pop-ups or the non-pop-ups. Now, part of me kind of wants to go for the pop-ups, but I know that something like that would look a lot better. Right, I think we're going to put the pop-ups on just because I don't want to have to sit here and mess around with this all day. And I don't think it looks pretty bad anyway, so side skirt, side skirt, side skirt. Right, again, we're going to have to go for a bit of an outrageous side skirt. I think that Rocket Bunny one actually suits the car pretty well. No, that is very 2000s. It's kind of like, it doesn't really fit. Right, rear bumper. And oh my god, that's a Rocket Bunny bumper, isn't it? That is so sick. Now, we've got a lot of options for this one. We've got Veilside ones, Type 2, I don't really know what that is. A BN Sports one. I didn't actually even know BN Sports made an NSX kit. That's really cool. I feel like we should go for the Veilside one. Because that looks like, it just looks 2000s. It looks like something I'd see in the 2000s. And then we've got tail light options. So I'm thinking the Veilside ones. I already know what that looks like. That just reminds me of something I'd see in Too Fast, Too Furious. You would not see that today. You would not see that today. It just, maybe in Japan, because those Japs are very, very weird. In a good way. I love you, baby. Spoilers! Again, I feel like we should go for a huge one, to be honest. Something like that actually suits the car really, really well. Right, so let's go ahead and beef up the car a bit. So we're not going to make it too wide, but I want to make it wide enough to the point where it doesn't really look too much like the original car. So I've already put the Veilside one on the back. If we go over to the front one, I want to add some in there as well. Ooh, we can put a roll cage in there. Yeah, we'll put a roll cage in. That's pretty cool. Now, in terms of an exhaust, I kind of feel like going for like a Bozozoku type exhaust. But I feel like that could be quite weird.
Mate, I'm telling you.
This is actually sick. Like, this actually turned out exactly how I wanted it to. Right, now, those exhausts, they are definitely weird. I'm not going to sit here and say they aren't weird. But you're telling me, in 2003, you wouldn't see that. I don't know. I mean, I think so. I think I would, to be honest. Oh, we need to put fuses spawn. Why did the splitters spawn in there? Every single one spawns in there. Now I've got to move it all the way over here. And it's not even the same board. Right, I'm thinking overall, like, for the body of the car, that's looking pretty goddamn nice. So I think we're going to leave it at that. I could probably mess around. I mean, let's mess around with the wings, actually. I think we could mess around with the wings. Ooh. Now that would suit the car really well. Right now, there's going to be a time lapse of me trying to get these things to fit, because that is going to take a while. No, you're not telling me that that's all different parts. I did it. I did it! That took so long. Honestly, doesn't even look that great, to be honest. Just like it would have in the 2000s. It wouldn't have looked great in the 2000s either, so that works great. It looks a bit shit, to be honest. But we're gonna keep it on anyway. That took me like 10 minutes. Right, wheels. In the early 2000s, dub rims were definitely a thing. So do I put dub rims on this is the real question. You know what? Some CR Kais actually might be a great shout. 24, 24, that's where all my niggas go. If you know where that's from, just from my retarded accent, you're great. Right, we're Boylands. We've got to put 21s on the car. We're in 2003. It's Too Fast, Too Furious. How are we not going to put 21s on a car? So at the back, obviously camber wasn't really a thing, but just to make it fit, we're going to put a bit on. And we're going to do the same on the front. Now, obviously, the wheels are going to be tucked because I don't really think flush, like camber and flush fitment was really a thing back then. I really can't remember because I was only a little kid. But like, from what I remember, cars did look like that. The suspension, oh, we can't even lower that anymore because otherwise that's just gonna happen. Right, interior, again, not really too bothered about this. We could spend loads of time on the interior, make it really specific, but I really just, there's no point really. So we're just gonna quickly do this and I'll be back in a minute. Right, so our interior has been built. It's pretty standard, to be honest. Obviously we got the cushy, mushy, sushy seat. As for the engine, again, we're in the mid-2000s. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a big V8 in this because we are American and we love American things. This is blasphemy. No, I completely agree. This is blasphemy. This is wrong. But don't blame me. Blame the Americans. It's actually kind of peak. You can't even really see the engine because it's like inside here. Let's zoom inside. Oh, there it is. Can we put neon on the car? Because I want to put neon on the car. We can! Oh my god. I see neon. It's very weak neon, but it's neon nevertheless. Right, let's put some green neon on. It's very weak, but you can kind of see it there. I imagine once we get into a darker like setting, it will show out a bit more. And then window tint, but yeah, we've got to go all the way to the black. But also in America, right-hand drive. Is it left-hand drive? No, it's left-hand drive in America, isn't it? So we're going to go ahead and make that left-hand drive. We ain't in the UK anymore. Right, now I'm not quite done. You might think, Master Hippo, are you done yet? No! Obviously need to do the colour first, and I need to paint everything. So I'm going to give this my magic touch. And once I have done, I'll be right back to show you my Too Fast, Too Furious NSX. Boom! That is my final product. Very 2000s. I've kind of gone for like a S2K-esque kind of build here. If you know the S2K from Too Fast, Too Furious, you'll know what I'm talking about. So let's go ahead and have a look around the final build. So I've gone for some CR Kais with those kind of like pinky thing on the middle. It's 2003. Come on, man. It looks pretty nice. I changed a few things here and there. I don't know why that car is there on the other side. I actually have no idea. It just spawned another one in and it kind of just stayed there. You can kind of see the differences in the bumper and the lights. You can see how it's changed a bit. I did that just because the fitment looked really weird. Like you can see there, it looks really, really weird. On this one, it looks a bit better. I think if we lived in 2003, that would be in a Too Fast, Too Furious film. So with that being said, that is today's S-Tuner video. If you enjoyed, please make sure to go ahead and hit the like, subscribe. If you have a theme or a car, type of car we should build in the next episode, leave it in the comment section down below. But that's been it from me today. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to go ahead and hit the like, subscribe. I will see you guys in the next one. You guys have an awesome, stay safe, and peace.